Moving to the next one, Ruja, Sportifico, you're going up next. So as soon as I get the hosting rights back, I'll make you a host.
Hi, everyone.
Making you a host right now. So once you're ready, just tell me so I can start the timer and start.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen. I guess you can all see it. Okay, can I start? Great. Hi, everyone. My name is Ruja, and I'm representing Sportifico, a startup that is empowering women's football. Before presenting the biggest challenges from the industry, I would like to explain you why this is the fastest growing market in women's sport. Both FIFA and UEFA set as the main goal to double the market in next 6 to 8 years by reaching the number of 60 million registered female football players worldwide. The current market situation shows that less than 2% of professional female football players actually reach their market potential and earn significant amount of money besides their salaries and playing bonuses. And when it comes to our customer, like target group of customers, the problem is even larger. And with all the issues they have, we see the potential to earn the money. That's why we came up with a platform, a marketplace to connect the brand and female athletes. When it comes to the players and agents, we're going to bring the opportunity for everyone to earn the money, not only us, but players, agents, and clubs, by providing a personal space where they can sell their merchandise and also have direct communication with their fan base. When it comes to the brands, we are providing them a place where they can showcase their products through engaging ads from our platform that will end up having the higher conversion rate. And of course, the most important, the fans, we're going to give them the opportunity to become part of the player's success story, because everything they do at the platform will end up boosting the career of their favorite player. This is the way how we're going to promote the product, how we're going to promote the platform, to using all the communication channels of the best female football players who are going to become the part of our platform. In terms to understand how we want to become market leaders while having the profit, well, let me tell you that at this point, nowhere in the world you can buy a football jersey from a female football player, no matter the level. The potential earnings for influential athletes could be seen through this unique algorithm, where we also connected all previous customer target groups that I mentioned before. For Rapinoe, who I've showcased through this presentation, it's easy at this point. But what about the rest of them, those 98% of the players? Through Sportifico, we helped Daniela Kuhut, female football player from Serbia, become Adidas ambassador. You may be also asking yourself how we came up with this. Well, we created a platform for both men and women. And after reaching 30,000 real users and 30% of them being female, basically all registered players from Serbia, we realized that market is calling us. After partnering up with Adidas for the most successful campaign year later, and ladies being the majority of campaign and bringing the millions of fans, we realized that we proved our concept once again. That's why we pivoted last year to create the unique platform for women's football only, and that led us winning the Israeli competition in Sport Tech. This year, even though the year is so difficult, we signed 5 clubs playing Women UEFA Champions League. Why we are the one to pull it through? Well, we were those athletes that now we are fighting for. Some of our competitors we consider as a potential partner, such as Y-Scout and Insta. And what differs us from our direct competition is the fact that Sportifico is built by professionals. We need strategic partners and investors like Pavle and the team. But the point is that our end goal is not just to become the leaders in women's football industry, is to become leaders in 5 years in women's sport overall. And as you can see, we've been called from the best in the industry, and we have no doubt that we will succeed. The question is just, will you join us today, or we will set up a meeting in following weeks? And before I conclude this speech, well, since I was a referee, I will give the yellow card to everyone thinking that women football is not the next big thing, and red card to those thinking that we are not the one to pull it through. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ruja, with 45 seconds to spare. So jury floor is yours. And just give me the hosting rights back.
just a second.
Ruja,
You're back on being host.
Thank you for the presentation. Can you share a little bit of your next targets in terms
So
of?
let me just go back to the, so actually the thing that we are targeting to do from 2022 to 2025 is something that we mostly already closed. As I said, we pivoted from one platform to another, from one product to another, and everything we did not do well with the previous product, we now changed. For example, last time we started from a platform, from everything, and then started thinking of business. Well, no, now we turned the direction, and we started from business. We closed the agents, we closed the clubs, we closed some of the players who were even negotiating with Megan Rapinoe at this point, so she's not here occasionally. And that's the thing that we did differently. Like everything that you can see in our timeline, we already prepared, and we told to those people with who we are building that for and with, that is the point when we plan to introduce that part in our, for example, revenue model. What is the plan in terms of where to go next when it comes to the markets and etc. And as you can see, we have a peak year that we are aiming for. That's 2023 and the FIFA World Cup in Australia and New Zealand for women, of course.
Hi, this is Chris speaking. Thanks very much for this. Just a clarification maybe. I understand you're basically building a community basically that follows female soccer players, right? So you're basically creating a platform for merchandising for these players.
Not only that, to you, I can explain this in a language that every German will understand. We're building a transfer market for women's football. They tried to do that with Soccer Donna, but they failed. And when we met with them at one conference in Düsseldorf last year, when we asked them what are your plans with Soccer Donna before even introducing ourselves, they told us, well, now we are changing our UX and design with the platform, with the transfer market, and then in 2 years we plan to go to the women's football back again. And then we said, okay, so we have 2 years to get there. And basically that's what we are creating, because many agents, they were speaking that have a problem because they cannot explain how valuable their players are. So with our platform, we will show also, so we'll show their football value, like in the transfer market. We will show you their market value, because we will integrate all the profiles and everything they're posting and how they're promoting themselves, because ladies have to do that comparing to men. And basically we're going to show what is their brand value, like what is their market value, because if you have all those fans following you, like for example, Rapinoe has been followed by 2 million people. Her price is not only what she plays for, like what is her salary. So basically that's what we want to do. And we also connected with a company who is going to bring the advertisers from the sports industry to our platform. And with the previous product we had, we proved with Adidas, for example, that they are really eager and seeking for the platforms where you're bringing the customers, their customers at, so they don't have to go to those global platforms. So for example, do the media buying. So they need platforms like ours. And then when it comes with the women's football, well, besides Soccer Donna, you don't have any platform like this one.
Yeah, I think this is one of the things, that there isn't anything out there. I think that's the starting point, what I get. But what it seems to me is that there might be a concentration on very few really, really good players, and the rest may be left out.
Well, no, as I said, we already showcased that fact, what we did with the players. For example, Daniela Kukut, who used our previous platform, became Adidas running ambassador. So she didn't become Adidas football ambassador. And that's when we realized, okay, we can help these ladies become ambassadors of some other fields in sports too. Or for example, check this information. So the FIFA Women's World Cup helped Nike become North America's biggest seller of bras for the first time in the industry. So there are many companies around that are dedicated to women that do not see women's football as the place where they can find more customers, where they can actually showcase what they're doing. For example, beauty lines, they can be created aligned with some football players for the ladies playing, so they're not like losing the makeup during the game and everything. So like the market is extremely wide, is untouched at all. And the good thing is that everyone involved in Sportifico, we are from that market, so people know us. For example, I'm the creator of the regional female football league here in Southeast Europe. So basically we have those contacts and we know those ladies. And as I told you, even without having a product, we signed 5 clubs playing UEFA Champions League. So that's how they're like, cannot wait for this to happen so that they can have a place to showcase themselves.
And we're out of time. So thank you, Ruža. Thank you, Ruža, for an amazing pitch. And thank you, jury, for the questions.